Big Boy's neighborhood. E-40 is in the neighborhood, man. E-40, brother. You working too hard, man. I'm seeing you everywhere. I follow you on Twitter. I follow you on Instagram. I see you everywhere, man. Why is 40 water? Why are you working so hard when this should be a cool down period for 40? You done did a lot of stuff in the business, man. Why 3 more albums coming out at the same time?
3.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why not?
Nah. Look, man. I spoke to this OG. He owned a restaurant, and he asked me how. He said, "Man, you in your 40s?" Yeah, I said, "Yeah." This was about 5-6 years ago. So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my 40s now. He was like, he said that's when the money get to coming in. He said that's when it get good.
Oh, really though?
Yeah. So I guess I'm on my 3rd win. I'm on my 3rd win right now. I mean, they still checking for me. If they keep buying it, I'm gonna keep supplying it.
I heard that. Hell
you
yeah.
feel me?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. So we got to talk about the block brochure. Welcome to the soil. 4, 5, and 6.
Damn.
People don't put out one album. 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you not the regular rapper where it's like you got a group and all you got to do is turn in one verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the way that you speed, also the way that you get down. You could use like 7,000 words in one verse where somebody else probably use less. You
That's
know what
true.
I'm saying? So you put a lot of workload on you. Why 3 albums released at the same time?
3 albums give me a chance to display 3 eras of music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? As far as the 80s, the late 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s.
Go ahead now. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen them all. And I just want to cover all angles of the game. So that's what I do. Then I take, one budget and just, and make 3 albums out of it, man. You can do that nowadays.
It's just crazy that you will put that amount of pressure on yourself too. Like it's obvious you enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
But there's some people that just kind of like, man, I'm gonna release 8. I'll release 12. You know what I'm saying? I'll do half of those with a gang of features, if that, and then kind of just throw it out like that. Like you work hard.
Yeah.
Like and continue. I remember, man, you said I'm a veteran and relevant at the same time.
Definitely.
And that is so true, man. Like, and it's crazy because there is no fall off period, or we don't see like, the brochure and be like, man, 40 need to stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we welcome that.
Righteous.
And so have you ever retired?
I never retired ever.
Really though?
It was all gas, no brake pads.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, but do you ever get frustrated with the game?
Frustrated. Well, just some of the, just some of the politics, as far as like radio or something,
Right.
and
As he's sitting with us at a radio station.
I know, but I got to keep it.
Yeah, as you should.
It ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
Right.
Y'all support.
Yeah.
Power 106 be supporting 40 water.
Hello. Hey, man, but does it feel like there's less bull in the game now that, you don't need majors, you don't need this, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to go to somebody and say, hey, I want to release 3 albums in one day, and they tell you to do something different.
Right.
Is it a different climate?
Because I've been on that page. When I was with Jive Records, I wanted to do this kind of stuff. And I did. They did let me do it. They let me do the Element of Surprise double CD. They let me do the Southwest Riders, double CD. And this was in the 90s, But now I'm my own boss.
Yes, sir.
I'm independent. You know what I mean? Heavy on the grind, entertainment. You know what I mean? Along with Sick With It. And this right here, what I'm doing is like, I'm not trying to break no Guinness Books of World Records or nothing. It's just people put out 3 mixtapes a year.
Right.
More than that, really.
Right.
And they give it away for free. Why I can't sell my product? And, and document it. Put a barcode on that thing and let the world get a dose of it.
I heard that. We got 40 water in the neighborhood, Big Boy's
Big boy.
neighborhood. Big Boy's
Big
neighborhood,
boy.
E-40's in the neighborhood, man. The block brochure, welcome to the soil, 4, 5, and 6.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm pretty sure that you got to have some kind of collaborations on this.
Definitely.
And cats mess with you, though, 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, people pick up the phone when you call.
Yeah.
Who did you call for the block brochures?
Let me look on these. Let me look.
Yeah, cause you got so
I got
many
the
damn
CDs
songs
in my
out
hand,
there.
man. You feel me? You see the woo-wop-y woo.
Go ahead, man.
So let's see who I called, man. I called Juicy J and Ty Dolla Sign for a record called Chitty Bang.
Go ahead now. Go ahead now.
Good record.
I called T.I. and Chris Brown for Episode.
Hello. Awesome.
You feel me? That's a record y'all been spinning. I got the boy. I called the boy 2 Chainz. We got a record called Countdown. It's slapping. You feel?
Hey man, he really reading the album.
Yep.
Cause there's probably at least 45 records right now, or over 40 that you holding right now with just these 3 copies of the brochure.
Yeah, we got right
right.
now. You know, I called Gucci, man. You know what I mean? Before he went to jail. I called Too Short, Schoolboy Q, Big Crit. You feel me? Zero.
He
I got a
putting
bunch
down
of people.
albums.
I got a song called Champagne with me, Rick Ross, and French Montana. I got a song called Tonight with Jeezy and my artist cousin Feek. We can go on and on.
Let me
and
ask
on,
you
man.
this,
got
man.
Scheme. I got a song with Scheme and Problem.
Hi.
We can keep going.
Hey, 40, but you got to think, man, like when you say like Scheme, Problem, some of the cats that you're naming, man, these are cats that's like, some of them are fresh out the dugout.
Yeah.
Even if, you know what I'm saying, probably a step or 2 out the dugout.
Yeah.
How do you keep your hand on that pulse of knowing who to get with the same way these cats know that they should align themselves with you?
Right. At the end of the day, it's just real recognized real, game recognized game, talent recognized talent. You know what I mean? And that's just how it unfolds. If you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you.
And you know what's crazy about that too, though, 40, man? Like a lot of the cats, when I say kind of fresh out the dugout, they're real careful about who they work with.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? The same way I'm pretty sure you careful about who you work with. And it's crazy that you are in a position where out of so many people we've seen, you got to think, man, you can go back to flyers and marquees of how many people you done shows and records with.
Yes, sir.
And for you to still be that stellar guy where keep people like, man, no, I got to mess with him. Cass is coming out the dugout, man, I got to mess with him. Right. Like, that shows just how good your pen is and your ink and your pen is, because there's no sloppy carbon copies and there's nobody we can compare you to. Like, it's either 40 or nobody.
Yes, sir.
You know?
That's a blessing too. You know, they still checking for me, and I'm on top of my game, man. My pen has been cooperating with me.
Yes, it has.
You know what I mean? And when it's not, you know what I mean, I might take a few sips of the Earl Stevens selection.
And we got to talk about that too, brother. We got to talk about that too.
You know what I mean? Push reset, man, and start fresh with that thing.
You've been doing a lot of celebrating. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that there's some bottle work in your hands right now, man.
Yeah.
Now you got your own, is it a wine? And it's Earl Stevens, government name.
Yeah.
What made 40 get into the wine business?
Well, you know, every time I come in here, 9 times out of 10, what do I got in my hand?
9 times out of 9.5. Yeah.
Got some drink?
I got some drink, but most of the time it's Rossi. If it ain't that, it's like, you know, back in the day it used to be brandy or something.
Right.
You know,
That Moesha.
that Moesha, you feel me? But I love wine.
That's awesome.
I had an opportunity to get it manufactured in Napa and get the whole thing done up there. You know, I went and got the professional artwork done. You know what I mean? And made it look classy.
Now, is this a wine that you went through the process with, like, okay, this is it?
Yes,
like,
sir.
So you know your wine. Hold on.
Okay.
Jason picking up the mic because Jason is our wine guy. in here.
So what kind of wine is it
Connoisseur.
actually? What's the?
I got 3. I got a Moscato.
Yes.
And the Moscato was 11% alcohol. And then I got
Is it sweet, like a typical dessert.
It's that. But you got to realize most regular Moscatos is like 5 or 6%.
Right, they're not that strong.
This is 11.
Right.
Right. That's check game. Then I got a red blend. I call it Red Function Blend. Right. And that's a Zinfandel along with a Cabernet mixed together.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And it got an
You're trying
oak
to
flavor.
punch
It's
it.
going. It sits right on the palates. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then I got also a mango Moscato.
Oh, really?
Now that thing right there, 18% alcohol. but
Whoa.
You feel me?
18?
Yeah.
That's a shot.
If you're gonna do it right, right?
That's moonshine.
Do what they don't, man. Do what they don't. You know,
Did you partner with an actual vineyard up there?
I'm with a vineyard out there. They manufacture it, bottle it. We went to do the tasting, everything, all together, like right there. Me and wifey, we tasted every bit of it, and I got more flavors coming too as well. I got a lot of more things that's going down with me, but we'll talk about that later. But right now, I'm pushing it, man, and right now it's available online. It's going to be in stores mainly in Northern California and on the West Coast. I'm predicting within the next 3 weeks.
I heard
That's
that,
dope.
man.
Right after Christmas. Put it that way. Right after Christmas holidays.
the New Year.
The New Year's. That's
And
what I'm
it's
saying.
Earl Stevens.
Yeah, I named it Earl Stevens. You know, I wanted the bottle to look classy where it could fit in with any other bottle. I didn't want to put no musical notes on it or nothing like that on the artwork. You feel me?
Yeah.
I didn't want to put E-40. I wanted to put Earl Stevens, my real government name.
It looks so legit.
Yeah,
it
you
is
know,
legit.
It is
It's
so
legit. It's
crazy.
real.
It's from a
Everybody that
connoisseur.
tastes it.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody that tastes it, they like, man, this thing going. It look professional. You know, when it's
does.
delivered to
Dope.
everybody when they get it. You know what I mean? They taking pictures on putting it on Instagram, Facebook. Like my bottles came in, man.
Right.
You feel me?
Oh, I've been looking at it.
Function
I've been
blend.
looking at it, boy.
That's
He
right.
been kissing the bottle and toasting. I ain't mad at you.
I love
I'm
it.
out there promoting. You know what? The thing about it is, you know, if they can have like a Rodney Strong, you heard of Rodney Strong wine?
nuh-uh.
It's a wine called Rodney Strong, which is good. They got a Kendall Jackson.
Yeah, I like Kendall.
Why they can't have an Earl Stevens?
I heard that.
Damn.
And plus somebody that know his wine.
Yes, sir. And
You
I
know
love
what I'm
wine, and I know it, man.
Go. We got E-40 Earl Stevens in the neighborhood. Big Boy's neighborhood. Big Boy's
Big
neighborhood.
boy.
E-40 is in the neighborhood, man. The block brochure. Welcome to the Soil 456. Available for you right now.
Get 'em.
Best believe, as you should, go ahead and grab them up, man. 40.
Slappers, man. Slappy.
Hey, man, now 40, now I know that you got a lot of things that you've been talking about, man, and we've been saying this for the longest, man. And maybe it's just, now it's just out there too far. We can't even reel it back in, man. But just everybody speaks like either, 40 Bonics or something from the Bay. We all sip the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were talking about at one
Yeah.
point, like there's going to be a dictionary, so on and so forth. We probably passed that now. Is there something, at least in the album, where you could put like 10 of them in there, or, because every time you come to me, we always say, what's that new one, or what's the one that's bubbling?
Righteous.
What do you have for us today? And see, you just throw these away, so even with him thinking like,
I don't even know.
Nah.
Today I don't. I'm loose as
we
a
can take
goose
some time.
today.
We can edit it up,
I'm loose as a goose today. I got to figure this out.
He gave us that 2000 what?
Thou wow.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
2000
2000
Wow.
wow. Yeah,
That was dope.
like right now. So go look. Make sure y'all go get my albums. E-40 the block brochure. Welcome to the Soil parts 4, 5, and 6. You feel me? And that's in stores December 10th, 2013.
Go ahead now. Hey, man, I remember when you were doing like one of the award shows. And every time it was like, it's the BET Awards 2000 Wild.
Yeah. Oh, that's when I hosted the Hip Hop Awards.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't host it, but I was like on the, side
voice,
doing
yeah.
the announce the voice of it. Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
But you one of them cats, 40. Do people recognize your voice even if they don't see you, like either on the
Yeah.
phone or if you heard
like
somebody like in the
ordering
airport?
pizza or
Yeah.
something.
Man, I'm not saying I lost hella weight,
Right.
but I have lost like 20 something pounds.
Go ahead now.
Congrats.
So a lot of times, thank you. So a lot of times, when people see me, they take a second look like, is that 40? But then when they ear hustle and they hear
Yeah.
my voice, you know what I mean? And they just, that's definitely him.
Oh yeah,
That's
you
definitely
got
him while I'm
one of
talking.
those, man.
Giveaway.
Like,
Yeah.
and I remember, dude, like one time, this was years ago, 40. You was like, yeah. You was like, I was like, yeah. I need a number on you. You was like, all right. Well, this is the number to the locker room. And I'm like, all right, the locker room. I'll figure out what that is. It's the number to the transmitter. Yeah. And then it was like 92 fever doctor, and I'm like writing the number down. Like, okay,
What?
92 fever doctor. It was like your own Morse code. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you've been one of them cats, 40, where I'll think that I came up with something,
Yeah.
and then I'll listen back to something old and be like, damn, he already had that. You
had
couldn't tell me that I didn't come with It's All Bad years ago. And then when I heard It's All Bad, I was like, damn. And you're saying how one of your partners was locked up and like, man, it's this dude out here.
Yeah.
But man, you've been
My brother-in-law, he was up at
marathon
Terminal
ahead of
Island.
me.
Yeah, man. Nah, man, you know what? I'm just from the Bay, and it's a lot of nifty talkers,
Right.
like a lot of gamed up dudes that be, popping their slang words and whatnot in the Bay. I'm just one of them dudes with a unique voice, and I got an outlet, and I'm not gonna lie, I am one of the best that do it.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
You know, you're not lying.
Because even my street cats be tripping off me. They know they do. You know what I mean? But but it's game. We share a game, man.
Yeah.
It is.
But you know what it
just
is,
keeping
too?
my eyes and ears open. I gotta stick to the turf like a clique, man. I gotta hear it all. I gotta be involved.
Man.
It's just what we do.
Hey, man, and you know what's the truth, though, man? I never hear Cass say, oh, man, he got that from us. And you know what I'm saying? Either you created it or you know how to pay homage.
If it's a rapper or anybody, I'll pay homage. I'll pay homage. You know what I mean? And if I did get something from somebody, I'm guarantee you they didn't got something from me.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
that same
yeah.
person that I got something from.
Oh, man.
You feel me?
Yeah,
But I don't have no problem with slang is slang, man.
Yeah, man.
It's supposed to go all over the world. So one day I'm gonna put an app.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Slang.
So that's next.
Holiday season is here, man. 40 Water, do you get a chance to calm down for the holidays, or are you going to continue to work?
Man, no, I'm not gonna work, man. I gotta get a break in the action, man. I salute my wife and my family, just out of all this time I'm working. You know what I mean? Luckily, you know what I'm saying. I got a supporting team.
Right.
These holidays, man, we finna just. You know what? I'm looking forward to Mom's making me some chitlins.
Oh, man. There you
I'm
go.
serious, man. I know everybody. I know.
Yeah, everybody don't get down.
Nothing against the Muslims, but I was raised eating swine.
Go ahead now.
Remember I said that in 1993?
Right.
Okay. That was on Practice Looking Harder.
Right.
Yeah, see
But
what
how
I'm
many
saying?
albums have you had out, man?
This is you see the thing is,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say.
yeah,
like,
because I got I got one greatest hits that Jai put out. I got also the Element of Surprise. I got to count that twice because it was a double CD. It went gold.
Okay.
It was a double
Nice.
CD. You feel me?
Yep.
So I'm looking at like 24 at the end of the day because I didn't even count my
is
EPs.
that four? Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
So just say this. So right now, so say 21, right? Say 21. It'll be when I drop these. Well, today is 21.
Go ahead. Now. But
Today
is that
is
including
21,
like
right?
Click and
That ain't got nothing to do with the Click. That ain't got nothing to do with me and Too Short album we just released last year called it was E-40 and Too Short, Function Mob Music, and Function Mob History, Mob Music, and Function Music. So that ain't got nothing to do with that. You see what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with my Mr. Flamboyant EP before I put Mr. Flamboyant on the Click Down the
E-40.
Dirty
Do you
album.
ever listen
It ain't
to
got
a
nothing-
record and be like, man, I forgot I said that?
Yeah, I say some slick. I've been going back listening to. I'm like, man, I was ahead of my time, man.
Oh, my God,
I might have
man.
to dig some of this old stuff back up and bring it back to life. 'cause
told you the
a whole
one
generation has passed, so I
with
gotta bring
me
it back up.
Is being a player.
feel
What
me?
do you say? Being a player since my youth.
Been a player since my youth.
I
think
think
I
I recall
recall when
when
I
I got-
lost my first tooth.
I
I
was
was
a
a teething little old heathens perking off Bombay cranberry. I don't know what I
yeah.
said.
Then my man said a little bit further down the line, started fucking with moonshine, all kind of
kinda
wines. Hey man, but if y'all, what song was that? Was that a?
That was Balling Out of Control, 1993.
Was it?
93, 94, because I put it on see.
What was the song though?
It was ball. That was the name of it.
That was the name of the song.
Balling out of control. With a video on the hook, and Sam Bostic and Mike Mosley did the blapping.
And that's the one being a player.
oh
since,
no, that ain't it.
That's
That ain't it.
Throw
And
up
and drank again.
Let's
that was
get
the video on the
high.
hook though. That was
okay. I was about to say okay. All right.
That
woo.
was man. See, it's too many songs, dude.
Yeah,
It's
man.
too many songs. This is it's unheard of what I'm doing. But I'm just letting God take the steering wheel, man. And I love to do them heartfelt, them deep songs, man. And ones that, you know what I mean, that you can just get involved with your, you know what I mean. Like you might shed a tear or two. You know what I mean.
Hey,
I like doing those kind of songs as well.
Let me ask
know
you
what I
this,
mean?
man. For those that are like big Tupac fans,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are Tupac fans, because for one, some weren't around. He left us great music catalogs, so on and so forth. But a lot of fans are posthumous.
Yeah.
What was it like, man, to see Tupac go from a guy that you just kind of saw with the underground or just seeing him around to the Tupac that touched the world?
Man, that boy was put on this earth for a reason. Like, he was actually put on here for a reason, man. He was ahead of his time. It seemed like a prophet or something. Like, I don't know, man. And like I say, man, his work ethic. That's what inspired me to do what I'm doing. Because like I was telling him in another interview, I was like, man, you know, he'll make his thing was 9 songs a day, like full songs, and they'd be flawless. Like,
Right.
you know, it's like once he done, I'm done with that. That's done. I ain't gonna go back and touch it. Nothing. You know what I mean? That song done. Go back to another one. 9. Then like I was saying, like at the least probably 4. You know, he just loved rapping.
Hey man, let
And
me
he had
ask.
something to say too, man. He was so young, dude.
Yeah, when you
young
think
with all that
That's
knowledge,
crazy.
man.
And
It was
even
crazy.
the work ethic that you talk about, this is like a 21, 22, 23-year-old Tupac. Like,
Yeah,
think of
amazing.
like so even you at that age, what you were like. It's kind of crazy.
Let me ask you this, man. Now, I had a partner of mine, and while I was next to him, I knew how special he was.
Yeah.
But something inside me felt like I wasn't gonna have him long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not looking back, it just was something that was. I was like, did you feel that about Tupac? Like you knew. Was there something? Not that it was a lifestyle, and he was, but was there something that was like, man, dude is documenting a lot. Either then or when you look back, do you say like, man, I felt like I wasn't gonna have brother for long?
I gotta be honest, I felt that way. Not because I just felt that way because he was too ahead of his time, and most people that's ahead of their time, they die early.
We don't get them
Crazy.
like that, man.
Martin
And-
Luther King,
Yep.
Malcolm X, we can go. And he one of the greats. He need to be mentioned right with all them people when it come to the history, when kids do history and whatnot, and in the future or whatever. Like, shoot, now. Because
Right.
he been dead for, what, 17 years almost? Is it, what,
Yeah.
Ricky knows.
96, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I feel like Pac is in heaven because he had a long time to repent. You know, he died a few days later, not just instantly.
Right. And then just heart wise too, man. Like you knew Pac. I knew Pac. I know that you had great conversations with him.
Yeah.
I had great conversations with him, dude. And it was like I wanted people to also see the Pac that was more like man, like dude was extremely intelligent, extremely smart. You know what I'm saying? You always learn something from him. You know what I'm saying? And that's the Pac that with the great music and the great messages, that's the Pac that I want people to always remember. And
connected
not
with the
that there's
people.
anything that dirties that up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that one was like, man, I had
Come on,
great
man.
conversations with brother.
You know it hurt people when that boy passed.
Yeah, man.
It was a lot of tears, man, a lot of them. You know, because he touched the hearts of females and males.
Yeah, man.
The inner
And
city and the suburbs.
That's what I was gonna say.
You feel me?
Everyone, man,
Come
from
on, man.
the university to the prison cell.
That's real spiel.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To your job, man. So I just wanted to touch bases with you on that, man.
Yes, sir.
We got E-40 in the neighborhood, Big Boy's
Big boy.
neighborhood.